Well, hello again everybody. I'm Terry Peterman, the Internet Electrician, and welcome to another one of our video shorts on current topics here at electrical-online.com. Today Sandy had on the honey-do list a noisy bath fan in our main bathroom here in Arizona, so she wants me to check it out and replace it if necessary, and I agree it was making a horrible noise when you turned it on. I thought that maybe there was something in the fan itself, so we're going to check that out and I'm going to show you how to do that. First, you pull down this grill, and you just have to get your fingernails underneath, pull it down, and it stops at the spring clips. You reach your fingers in and squeeze those spring clips together, and out comes your grill. Now, as you can see, there's two knobs on the end of those springs. Once you pinch them into the slot, push it up, it'll slide up and hold itself tight against the ceiling. We'll put that aside. And the fan here, I see nothing in there obstructing the blades, so that noise must be coming from the fan itself, from the fan motor when we plug it in or when we turn on the switch. So I'll unplug it here. Every housing is a little bit different. Some of them have a set screw that hold the fan motor assembly into place inside the housing. This one, they either didn't install it or it doesn't have one, but it's got slots here, tabs that fit into slots, so that's how you get the motor out. It says here to push to pull out fan assembly, so push that up and in, and that releases the tab from the slot, and then gently work it out of the housing. Careful not to damage your drywall on the way out, and out comes the fan assembly. So what I'm going to do is go take and plug this into a regular outlet, and if it is the fan motor, these little motors just aren't worth fixing. You can probably pick up a whole new fan assembly for $15 at your home improvement stores. So if there's at all a problem with this, you might try to spray a little lubrication into the bushings, but for $15 might as well go replace the motor. So I'm going to plug it in, and if it is indeed the motor, I'm going to come back with a replacement and we'll put this all back together. So after checking out the motor by plugging it into a standard wall outlet, the motor was seized, it barely turned over and made that noise, so I went and got myself a whole new fan assembly, and the home improvement store basically just had the whole kit. So I've got a new housing, a brand new grill and everything for it, but for, like I said, under $15. I've got the whole kit, and all I really need is the motor and fan assembly here. So we're going to reinstall this. Always a good time to clean up that dust that accumulates around the ceiling from that fan being on. And actually, I was going to add it to my honey-do list for Sandy, and she said, well, right after I do the laundry, vacuum the floors, make your bed. So I did what any good fellow would do, and I just cleaned it myself, and we'll leave it at that. So back in goes the new fan assembly. The two slots are on one side and the single slot on the other. There wasn't even a retaining screw that came with this assembly, so it's not necessary, as there's no way for this motor to fall out of the housing once those tabs are firmly into the slots. So putting the two slots in first, pushing the fan assembly back up into the housing until it snaps into place. And that tab is in place. Plug it back in. We'll put the grill back in place. Again, start with one side. Pinch those two wire brackets, squeeze them together and stick it into the slot on one side. Then before you push it up, get the other side in place. And then push the grill back up to the ceiling. Make sure you've got it square. And we'll try the fan. Seems to be working well. You can always check. Another good trick to check your ducting, make sure there's nothing plugged. Make sure you are getting good airflow. Just put a Kleenex up to that grill, and you can see, suck that Kleenex right up to the grill, so we know we've got good airflow and we've repaired our fan. On to the next on the list. So again, thanks for tuning in. I'm Terry Peterman, the Internet Electrician.